And I'm back for a last time. This has been absolutely horrible. I hate my life and I want to kill myself. And yeah, I can't blame you for wanting to kill me as well. What an absolute shit show this is, or has been. There's no other way to describe it. So yeah. Absolutely horrible. Let's see if you are able to find this. Last stream. I won't be doing more than just this one. This is the last one for tonight. I'm having too much problems. OBS is having all these problems, darkness, because of this game. It's probably hogging the ass out of all the resources. Yeah. Hi Martin. If this one goes down, I won't do any more streams tonight. This is the last part of it. I'm done doing this game live. No more after this. If the stream ends, thing is, OBS doesn't crash. It just stops sending data to YouTube. It just stops. It doesn't say anything about losing packages. Nothing. It's just like the connection is gone. Try lowering the bitrate. I can't do that while I'm streaming. I have to do that either before or, well, I can't do it afterwards either, can I? But I think I'm gonna go with simple high-end. So I used to have on my the settings I've been using, I use render scale 200. I'm gonna keep that at 100, and same thing with objects level of detail. I've also had the terrain vector data, buildings, trees, grass and bushes all set to ultra. I'm gonna keep it at high now instead. Let's see how simple high-end work instead. Hopefully better. But I don't have a lot of hopes for that. We have nothing specially planned, JGVE373. Jesus Christ, dude, that name is absolutely impossible to pronounce. We had a plan and we had to ditch it because although the game works beautifully in some parts of the world on a live stream, other parts doesn't. All of it works beautifully offline, but in a live stream only parts of the world actually works. So we went to we're actually right now still in North Korea. But I'm not going to continue here in North Korea. I don't know if you was able to see it, but I did a perfect landing on that highway there in North Korea. Fortunately, you couldn't see that because the stream ended. Anyway, I know what the title of this video says. North Korea Part 2, because that's where we are when we start this. I think we should find something else for a last, whatever you want to call this, shit stream. I've never ever seen anything like it. This game is definitely a beta. We have the entire world here. Where do we want to go? Africa. I haven't been to Africa yet. I want to see Africa. What do we want to see in Africa? I want to go to... oh, I know. I want to go to Madagascar. Give me some daylight. Thank you. Where's Madagascar? There. It's not there. There it is. Or maybe Mauritius. Yeah. I think we're going to go from Mauritius. That's just over ocean. That's boring. To, what is this? That is actually an airstrip. I'm not going to use the Cessna. It's way too fast. I think I'm going to use the very, very slow but still very nice plane actually. The Icon for this. Someone said Antarctica. Yeah, you know what? It's all places I wish we could go to. I could do a ton of streams just going to all these beautiful places. I will when they have fixed this game. I'll do it as soon as they have fixed the game. I'm gonna do that. But I think we're gonna just end tonight with this one here, Mauritius. It's whoops. It's sort of Africa, isn't it? It's close anyway. And then I'm gonna continue on my own because this game is truly enjoyable as long as you don't do it in a live stream. It basically, I think it has crashed for me once. I've played around 20 hours on this game since I got it, and one crash only. So this is the very disappointing high-end graphics. Instead, it's loading things into the game. Don't worry about it. It's fine, even though it might be a little bit laggy at first. Sydney to London, yeah, some other time, okay. Actually, the graphics isn't that bad. Yeah, they are. Never mind. They are bad. But hopefully it at least will work. Alaska is nice. I'm sure it is the Northern. I have huge problems in northern Norway and Russia. Not when I'm hauling offline, but in a stream it doesn't work. Why doesn't the landing gear... There we go. Sometimes it doesn't work when I press the button to do whatever you do with the landing gear. Oh, this looks... Yeah, thank you. You do that, buddy. Now shut the fuck up. So this doesn't look as nice as it otherwise would. It actually looks horrible on high-end graphics. I'm not gonna call this high-end graphics. No way. Although the trees still look nice from a distance. Let's go along the coastline instead. Hang on 2 seconds. I'm gonna fix one thing. I'm gonna fix one thing regarding the stream here. I'm gonna rename it because we're not doing North Korea, are we? I'm gonna name it Hauling in Mauritius. Is that how you spell it? Only a trucker would call it hauling in Mauritius. Successfully. Fantastic. There we go. I'm using a HOTAS, so yeah, I have a joystick. I tried doing this using keyboard and mouse, and I knew I was a bad pilot, but it turns out I'm not that bad. I couldn't make an airplane, I couldn't land an airplane no matter what I did when I used the keyboard and mouse. But with a joystick, no problem whatsoever. So you definitely want to use something other than keyboard. It is possible to play the game with keyboard, but I'm not gonna say I enjoyed it. I had ordered the Trustmaster T-Flight HOTAS 4 that I'm using. It costs around 90 euros. I had ordered that prior to the game release, so I actually got it the same day as I got the game, but I got it around 1 in the afternoon, 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and I therefore got to spend a few hours with a keyboard, and that was absolutely horrible. Even before I had tried out a HOTAS, I knew it was horrible. Nej, der skulle ingen snacks, man. Jan Paulson wonders if there is any snacks on board. Nothing. But if you're a little bit lucky, you might get to keep your life when we land.
Wombat 69er, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Yeah, thank you.
Mauritsius Tower, Wombat 69er, frequency change.
Where's my co-pilot?
Mauritsius approach, Wombat 69er, is type icon A5 4 miles northeast of Mauritius, 400 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Singing taxi driver, your game is crashing. You have 8 gigs of RAM. Are you kidding me? This game crashes with 8 gigs of RAM. I'm sure it does.
Wombat 69er, radar contact 4 miles northeast of Mauritius, 200 feet. Charlie airspace.
No, there's no in-flight menu.
Through the Charlie airspace, Wombat 69er.
Again, if you're lucky or unlucky, there will perhaps be fish food on the table. That is, if we crash, we will be the food for the sharks. But other than that, no. No food. This is a perfect airplane for such a small island. I'm actually not even speeding. I'm doing 80. So I think the question then, Singing Taxi Driver, what is your video ROM? What kind of video card you have? I'm guessing integrated Intel graphics. I just have a feeling that is what you have. No! There's another thing. The air horns doesn't work, the wipers doesn't work, I don't have side mirrors. There's so many things wrong. John, I did take a seaplane. This is a small boat underneath the plane. This looks so legit on this island. Perfect match. There's a party tonight. I'm flying in the blue pills. Martin, thank you for being here. Thank you for your patience. I apologize for all the bullshit problems we've been having today. Absolutely horrible. If it's any comfort, this is also the last time I'm live streaming Flight Simulator 2020 in a long time. I kind of understand why people want to go to Mauritius on vacation. It's not an ugly island. Jesus. It's actually beautiful, even on high-end settings. Oh, that's actually not bad. The 1066 gigabyte graphics card. But I'm afraid you're going to have to settle with low settings in-game. I mean, I have a 2080 Ti, 11 gigs, and I can't use maxed out graphic settings. I'm using, well, I'm using high-end, not ultra. Mallorca is nice too, but we, the Swedes, went to Mallorca way too often in the 80s and 90s, so I'm not gonna go back there in a very long time. Maybe medium could work, but I mean, considering that my card can't run ultra even, I have to settle for, well, maybe it's a 6 gigabyte version. Maybe you're probably right. 6 gigabyte version should work. I'm running this currently at 120 FPS. So I'm gonna say this is smooth. Yeah, it's pretty smooth. Joysticks, if I'm gonna recommend something, it is what I'm using right now. It is a HOTAS, so it might be a little bit more expensive than a regular joystick, 90 euros. This is considered a budget HOTAS for games like this, and it's fantastic. I'm very impressed with it. The reviews I read said that it was very plastic, or a lot of plastic. Yeah, sure there is, but it feels solid. It feels really solid. Some planes have a bug on autopilot because they do barrel rolls. I'm not gonna call that a bug, I'm gonna call that a feature. Sounds like a fun feature even. I really don't need 120 FPS. You won't be able to enjoy more than 60 anyway. That's just how YouTube work. I wish I could trade some of those frames for some better graphics, but I'm afraid that is gonna crash the entire stream again if I do. So I think you should check on the forums regarding what specs work. I mean, my PC is kinda ridiculous, really. So, and I haven't tested it on any other PCs than this one. It works very well on my PC, but that is all I know. I have no idea how well it works on the low end or mid end PCs. I can't say. I'm gonna say also that it doesn't matter what joystick really you buy, it will never be as bad as the keyboard is. That was some crazy weird roads there. I think there's some houses missing there perhaps. Hi Sharik. Welcome to what I hope will be a live stream that doesn't end in a crash again. Be warned, if the stream suddenly ends, I will not be coming back, because this is the third time tonight I've done that, so I'm getting fed up with how incredibly horrible this game works with OBS. I'm fed up with it, so this is the last stream for the night. But it's a nice location to end the stream in, I think. You know what, guys? Since this is the last stream I'll do, because I'm not joking, this is the last stream I'm gonna do on this game in a very long time. They need to optimize it. I might be back. I'm not gonna fly into my house, but I'm gonna show you a little bit of the suburban area in Stockholm where I live, if you want to see it, that is, before we end. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna land wherever we're gonna land. And why is my GPS acting up like that? Follow me. So maybe we could do that, and then I'm gonna end it. And you won't be able to see Tyresö, as it's called, in all its glory, because we're only using. I gotta say, there's a huge difference between the high end and the ultra settings. It's not like a minor difference; it's huge. Oh, there's a little city. Small town, perhaps. Let's have a look. I will do live streams on ETS2 again. This is not the start of a new era where I'm all of a sudden going to stop doing ETS2 and ATS. Those games are still my main games, so don't worry about it. This is just something extra. Kolia! Hi! I'm sorry you missed it. We went back to Queensland, and we all agree it looks absolutely beautiful. But we also agree that this game completely fucks up your computer. So this is the third live stream I'm starting tonight, and it's also the last one. So hopefully you'll be able to see me go home before we end. Not because I live here in Mauritius, but because we're going to Stockholm after this. And then I'm going to show you what that looks like. I also think we have some latency this time. When I restarted the stream, I forgot to double check the latency settings. So I think there's a 30-second delay between what I say and what you hear. That almost came out right. So I do apologize if you think I'm answering very late, or if you feel that I'm not responding to anything you say, or if you think I respond very late. It's because of that 30-second delay. If there is a 30-second delay, and I'm looking at the live stream now, and it certainly looks like there's a 30-second delay.
Traffic Wombat 69er 8 miles south 1,900 feet inbound to land runway 30.
Okay, so the runway's up there. Does that mean that I can see it? I can see the ocean, so I should be able to see it, I think. Over there, perhaps? Is that an airport? Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. If not, I'm just gonna land it on water. First time I saw this plane was on Squirrel's pre-release video, where he used the Icon 5, and I laughed at it because I thought it looked ridiculous, and I still think it looks ridiculous, but it is truly, it is an absolutely awesome plane. I don't care how the interior looks like. Probably I don't know, it reminds me of a Renault Magnum, perhaps, but it is an absolutely awesome. This is the Renault of the skies. It is. You have great views. Interior looks horrible. Exterior looks ridiculous. But still. But still, it works. And it does a fantastic job. It's easy to fly this thing. If you're like me, new to this game, use this one first. Don't jump into the 747. You're not going to be able to land it. But this thing, very easy to use. Is there a cup holder? That's a very good question. Yes, sir. There is a cup holder. Oh. There are probably two of. Yes, there's another one. There are cup holders. You didn't expect that, did you? Well, if you have a swimming pool, perhaps you can land it in the swimming pool. That would totally work. Where's the goddamn airport? Or airstrip, whatever it is. A coin box. I think that's underneath there, right? I can't open it, unfortunately. Oh, that's right. It also has a parachute. That's right. I can't. You guys need to call me. I want one of these. I'll do a video on it if you give it one to me for free. Yes, Fred, I'm using a joystick. Information about what I'm using is found in the video description. So I'm using Tobii Eye Tracker for this, and I'm using the Trustmaster T-Flight HOTAS 4. Jesus, impossible name to remember. I'm pretty sure it has reversing cameras as well. It's probably these two here. That's absolutely not air vents. That's probably huge cameras. I think we're here, but I can't see an airstrip. Is that the airstrip? It can't be. We should be more or less on top of it now. Maybe that is an airfield. Or is it that thing over there? No, that's not. That's just water. Is that the airfield? Seriously? Looks... I can't see an airstrip. We're supposed to have an airstrip here. You know what? Screw this. I'm just going to land it on the water. Yeah, this thing doesn't take up much space at all, apparently. It's a brilliant plane. It doesn't look like much, but it's actually brilliant. Let's see, I'm not going to go too fast because that will tear up the plane. Ah, crap. Never mind that, because we're going to go to Stockholm. I promised you that. So I'm going to show you my hometown. I'm going to use the icon again because I want to go slow. So that I have time to point things out for you. We have two airports here in Stockholm. One called Bromma. That's the city airport. And then we have the other one called Arlanda, but I'm not going to go to Arlanda because it's very far outside the city. So I'm going to go back to Bromma when I'm done. So 359,000. So 360,000. That's two Teslas. Do I want two Teslas or do I want one of these? I might not be able to buy it then. I guess I would prefer two Teslas. Or even one Tesla truck. If I dive it into the water, it will not pop back up. It's not a sub. It will crash. There we go.
Tower Wombat 69er ready for departing straight out at runway 30. Wombat.
So I'm just gonna wait a few seconds while it loads everything up. And there we are. So this is the city airport in Stockholm. It doesn't look like it, but it's actually a pretty big road going down here. There's not a lot of cars here now. Usually it's just a very, very, very long queue of cars all the way down here. Not today. Let's see. How you look inside the plane? Well, you just look around. So there's Bromma. So the first thing I'm going to look for now is, where is Globen? Globen is the huge golf ball we have here in Stockholm. You can actually see it from Bromma, so let's see if we can find it. It should be over there. There it is. There's Globen. So welcome to Stockholm. This is the city center, and Globen is right in front of us now, just above the nose of the plane right now. It is over there. So we're heading there first, and then I'm gonna fly all the way home. So let's see, what do we have here? Let's see, the city center is over here. And then we have Gamla Stan, Old Town over there. No, it's not, you stupid, it's over here. Where's Globen? I lost sight of Globen. There it is. Old Town is here. There it is. I think. No, that's not Old Town there. Old Town is there. There's Old Town, I think. This is the Essingeleden, the highly trafficked highway through Stockholm. I'm gonna slow her down.
Wombat 69er, you are leaving my airspace frequency.
Is it lagging? I'm having like 100 frames per second now.
Brahma Tower Wombat 69er frequency change.
Hopefully no lagging.
Brahma Tower Wombat 69er is 3 miles southeast with Yankee to land. Wombat 69er Brahma Tower. Make straight in runway 30.
Yeah, except it's gonna take a while before I'm back at Bromma, so stop talking about it.
Wombat 69er cleared to land runway 30. Wind 265 at tree.
So, if you ever come to Stockholm, you have to see the Old Town. Everyone goes there. Old Town is right in front of us now. Built in the 11th, 12th century or something. It's pretty old. Most of the buildings are from the 15, 16, 1700s. And that ugly building there on the water isn't actually located on water. It's surrounded by water. That is where our government is housing. That's where they make all the important decisions. We should have a castle over here. It doesn't really look like a castle right in front of us here now. The ugly green thing right in front of my nose now. That's supposed to be the castle. Doesn't look like the castle. And by the way, the king doesn't live there. Then right in front of us we have Södermalm. This is where all the hippies live. Vegetarians and all of that crap. People who don't eat meat. I will fly over my house. Relax, I'm on my way. If you want to go skiing in Stockholm, you can do that over here in Hammarby. Right under my nose. Now you can see the white. There, under my nose, there. But we're not going to Hammarby. Hammarby is pretty nice. It used to be, up until the late 90s, it was just an awful area of small businesses. Really creepy in the evenings. All of it is gone, and some really, really nice houses have been built there, apartments. Looks way better than this, by the way. Everyone should recognize Globen from ETS2. And I can't remember the road 73 that is right next to it, right here. Can't remember it looking like this. I'm not entirely sure that is accurate. Oh crap, I'm getting myself into a lot of trouble here. There's a stadium, Tele2 Stadium. Doesn't look like that at all. It doesn't even look like a stadium. Ah. So there's that.